That's why most of the times when you sleep plainly on your pillowcase without anything on your head, you're going to wake up and your hair is going to be dry and frizzy. Hello my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome back to the Melanie Sisters. It is yet another video. So first of all, I would like to thank all our supporters from our different social medias. We have the YouTube. If you have subscribed, thank you so much. If you're not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps our channel grow and our cause to help more and more African girls fall in love with their curls. So if you are interested in that content, or if you know anyone that is really interested in that content, you need to hit that subscribe button so that our video can reach more people. Also like to thank the people who are reaching out to us on our Instagram. It's really helpful to us. We're getting so much feedback and we are tailoring this content for you, the beginners, the young natural people. So we are so grateful that you're talking to us. Okay, without wasting more of your time, I would like to start this video. So this video is called Beginner's Guide to Your Natural Hair Journey, and this is a real thing. When I was starting out my natural hair journey, I did not have any guidance whatsoever. I was so new to the natural hair niche that I did not know anything. As much as I had a background, the school that I went to, we were allowed to keep our natural hair and it really helped us. So I kept my natural hair for 4 years. But even then, it was not a very easy process. We were just, in this thing of it's hard and that's the way it is. So there was never an improvement in our natural hair journeys. And as I progressed, as I did more research, I found out easier and better ways of, managing your hair, of taming your hair, of not having to struggle so much with your natural hair, that I was like, oh my God, I wish I had known this earlier. So as a beginner, we are trying to help you to not make the mistakes that we made, not have it as hard as we had it when we were starting our natural hair journey. Because I'm Ugandan, by the way, so I didn't get any specific source of information for natural hair. Most of the information that we had was for people who had straightened natural hair, and the afro and the kinky was just known for being hard, hand-breaking combs, basically. We don't want you to have it as hard as that. That's why we have created this channel. That's why we are doing this, so that you can have it easier, so that you can fall in love with your natural hair. Okay, so for today's video, we're going to begin with one thing. Having your natural hair is definitely not a walk-over process, and that is something I am telling you out of experience. But as much as that is that, it is not also hell on earth. People keep their natural hair and they are able to tame their hair. You are also able to tame your hair if you only learn it. Okay, so this is one thing that you should know before you start anything. Your hair is literally a plant on your head. I know that sounds funny, but it is very true. Your hair is literally a plant growing in your head. And if you think of a plant, I think the first thing you need to know is your hair needs water. Water, not on a monthly basis, not on a yearly basis, but on a daily basis, because this is your natural hair. Your hair needs water. I will say it again. It needs H2O, water. The one big reason that I find that is more important than the rest, water literally softens your hair. It's like magic, people. When you put water in your hair, it just wakes up, it just coils, it just goes back to its natural state. So you should know that your hair likes water, that it needs water, and you need to give it the water. Okay, then the second thing is wash, and wash. You need to wash your hair. Most of the reasons why people are having it so hard with their natural hair, you don't wash it. You don't wash your hair, and so your scalp ends up being clogged with all of this dandruff from the products that you've been applying to your hair almost for like 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, and then your scalp begins to itch, and then you just begin hating your natural hair, because when the heat builds up in that dirt that can be on your scalp, it is not a pretty situation. So you're definitely going to have it not very good with your natural hair. So you need, by any chance, wash your hair at least once a week. Okay, the next thing that I want to talk about is deep conditioning. Now, this is not something that's popular, and I personally didn't know what deep conditioning was until a certain level of my natural hair journey. But deep conditioning is literally putting nutrients in your hair. It's like putting fertilizers on a plant for it to grow well. Condition weekly, and for even better results, you deep condition with heat. In other words, get either a hooded dryer or just heat the deep conditioner before applying it to your scalp, and you'll get the best results then. Okay, deep conditioning has a lot of benefits to your scalp and to your hair as well. It helps your hair get all the nutrients that it needs for it to grow, for it to be healthy, for it to be shiny and water retention. If you don't know what water retention is, your hair's ability to retain water for a long time. That means your hair does not dry out so easily and so fast. There are so many benefits that come with deep conditioning, and if you don't know that, your natural hair journey might be hell on earth because you do not deep condition. And it generally makes your hair softer. You have it softer. The fact that it's done weekly, your hair is definitely softer all week until you do the next deep condition. It will still feel softer. Okay, so the next thing that I want to tell you is comb your hair on a daily basis if it needs to be combed. If it doesn't, well and good, but combing your hair is healthy too. The other thing you need to have for your natural hair journey, the first tool that I'm going to talk about is the spray bottle. Every natural girl knows what I'm talking about when I talk about a spray bottle. A spray bottle is literally a savior of God on earth. This enables you to apply water in your hair without it being too much and neither too little. Yeah, so you just apply water to your hair using the spray bottle. You need a detangling comb. Now, there are different types of combs, and there are also different types of hair types on which they are used. So if you have the more curly hair, I would recommend a Deming brush. But if you do not have one, please get an Afro comb. I think that one is cheaper and it's easier to find. Another thing that you will need is a silk bonnet. Now, if you don't know what a bonnet is, it's like sort of a net that you tie around your head in the middle of the night to prevent your hair from drying out from the cotton. Now, what happens is when you sleep on a cotton pillowcase, the moisture in your hair is drained up by the cotton. That's why most of the times when you sleep plainly on your pillowcase without anything on your head, you're going to wake up and your hair is going to be dry and frizzy. The same thing happens when you tie cotton clothes onto your head. The cotton dries out the hair, and the hair becomes frizzy and dry at the same time. So you want to avoid that. You want to either have a silk pillowcase onto your pillow or a silk bonnet to tie around your head at night, because it will help your hair retain the moisture that it has. Okay, I think those are the few tips that I can give you for this video. If you have any more questions, any more tips, please comment in the comment section below. We'll be happy to hear from you. Thank you so much for your support again.